Hello and welcome to the final part of the car project. So now that you've created all your parts within the car project part studio, you should have a car shell, you should have a chassis, you should have an axle, tire, and a rim. So now we're going to assemble all of these and then create the assembly drawings. So you're going to click on this plus sign over here, and then you're going to go to Create Assembly. And from here, you're going to insert the components. So go into your correct spot. And with the axle, the rim, and the tires, you're actually going to import 4 each. So click on axle 1, 2, 3, 4 times, rim 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then tire 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And then we're going to throw in a chassis and a car. And all you're doing is just clicking in there and then green check mark, and you have all of the components here. So there they are. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of like before, how I in another tutorial, if you've done the cube tutorial, you'll know about this fixing, and we fix a part so that we can build off that part so things aren't moving around in all directions. So what I'm going to do is just right click on the chassis and click fix. So then it's in a spot where it's fixed. So from here, I'm going to bring my shell over, and I'm going to do a fasten mate. So I'm gonna fasten a corner to a corner, and hopefully, actually, I'm gonna do the planar mate first. So planar mate is this. So I'm gonna click on planar mate. I'm gonna click on the top surface of my chassis, and then I'm gonna click on the bottom surface of the shell. And it actually looks like it landed pretty much in place there because of the middle. So it landed in place, which is good. So escape out of there for a minute, but notice I still can like move it around. So I'm just gonna put in a fastened mate. So fasten mate is here. Click on that, and then I'm gonna click on. Actually, I'll do the rear because that'll be directly this corner. This corner with this corner, and then green check mark. So now if I click and drag, it's not going anywhere because it's fastened to that spot. So I have my car, and now I'm going to start putting in the various tire components. So from here, I'm going to take a pin or a screw or an axle, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to use the cylindrical mate. So with this cylindrical mate, I'm going to click on the outside here and click on the outside there. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna click that so that it reverses, and then the green check mark. And then what I'm going to do here is just pull it out. And then I'm going to give it an additional mate. So fasten, and then I'm going to click on the inside of this cylindrical right here. So that's where the mate connector goes. And then that face over here. Check it off. So now what I have, and now thinking of it, I actually don't even really need that cylindrical mate because it's just going to go inside there anyway. So I'll eliminate that step with the other pins. So fasten mate, I'm going to go from this, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here to that wall. And then this button here just reverses it. Green check mark. And then I'm going to go to the next one and go on the other side. And then reverse it, green check mark. Same thing here, fasten mate. Last one. Oop. For some reason, there we go. And then reverse it, check it off. All right, so the wheels do extend a little bit beyond, which is fine. We could have made our cars wider to compensate for that, but again, it's a toy car. It's not, you know, we can say that there's some spacers there, right? Some wheel spacers. So, all right, so then the next thing is assembling the tires. So how I'm going to do that is another fasten mate. So fasten, and I'm going to go to the center point of the tire, and then I want to get in that. So this can be kind of tricky because there's, as you can see, there's several you can choose from. What you want is kind of that middle. So right there, click that, green check mark. And if you ever make a mistake with a mate, so say you don't want that mate with the tire, all you have to do is highlight it here. This is like all your mates that you've made, and you can just delete it, and then notice it'll move freely again. So Control Z, because I do want that mate. And then I'm just going to go around and do the other tires as well. So let's do that. Fasten, middle, middle, green check, same thing, fasten, green check, and fasten. Oop, nope, wrong one there. Fasten, green check, All right, so now what we're going to do, so this is the outside part. So let me just move this around a little bit. So that let's see what we're working with a little bit better here. Okay, so this one is going to come out here. All right. Okay, so what we'll do is, and we can, again, we don't have to put these in motion or anything, so we can just continue with this fasten mate, and that'll be fine. So top part, with that part, check it off, see how it looks. Yeah, that looks good to me, so we can just continue like that. All right, so this, again, this top part with this part, check it off. Nice. Actually, it looks pretty cool when they're wide out like that. Kind of looks like a race car. And then we'll come here. Go there. Green check. Oop. All right, so I actually want to reverse that. So double click and then flip primary axis. Green check. And we have it right. So it's nice that we have a history here of all the mates that you're making. Makes it easy to edit. And since I have it in SolidWorks setting, so how I'm like panning over is I hit Control and then I click on the middle scroll wheel and I can move around like that. Just a side note. That rim with that, and I gotta flip that primary axis. Green check. All right, awesome. So now we have our assembled car. So if you've made it up to here, again, congratulations. It's a beginner's sort of tutorial, but we're definitely stepping into some intermediate sort of work here. So replay this as many times as you need, and slow it down, speed it up, whatever you need to do to get it right. So good job so far if you've made it this far. So that's our assembled car, and we can name it as such, and just say car assembly. All right, so now we're going to actually, so what I want you to do, make sure that you have these drawings. So this is drawing number 1, right? The platform. You can just create this. That's fine for this project, or you can actually make a drawing of your car or truck that you created, which would be pretty cool too. And then the car chassis, make sure that you have made one of these drawings. The wheel parts, make sure that this is in a drawing, because what I want for you to do now is to create the last drawing. And again, this will be A size. And this is going to be of the assembly. the assembled car. Click that there. Give a top view. Give a side view. So there you have it. Your fully assembled car. If we want to show the shading, we can right click and then show shaded view. And that'll bring out the colors of the car, which is pretty cool. And now the title for this will be Car Project Assembly. And this will be Car Project. And this will be BP CAD CAM Exploratory. And then we'll name this A1. And this will be the title. This will be the title sheet to the rest of the drawings. So we'll print this out. We'll have this. We'll have your, this will be the next one, right? Drawing 1, car chassis number 2, wheel parts number 3. So you'll actually have, walking out of here, walking out of CAD CAM Exploratory, you'll have a fully designed car, toy car, all of its components with all of the drawings and dimensions specified, and the actual car itself, right? You'll have the actual car itself. And yeah, so again, excellent job if you've made it this far. And that's that. Good luck and congratulations.